everyone, it's Melanie here from Bright House Scents, and I have some vendor wax empties to go through with you today. So I've been warming a lot of vendor wax. So we're gonna go through them, and I've laid them out vendor by vendor. So we'll just sort of like go through and I'll give you my thoughts in general on the performance overall with the vendor, and then on the individual scents that I warmed. So we'll start with Sassy Girl Aroma. Loving my life with Sassy Girl Aroma. If you're not getting into it, you need to get into it. Julie has a pre-order every single Friday, and I've been ordering every week since the beginning of May. It's gotten crazy. I have so much Sassy Girl, and it's so good. Okay, so I got into Absolutely Fabulous Lattes, which is a coffee scent. I love coffee scents. And what I like about Sassy Girl Aroma is her coffee is strong, but it's not bitter, which is what I appreciate. So this is silky white chocolate, sweet cream, toasted coconut, sweet vanilla, coffee, and caramel. So at first for this one, you get a caramel coffee, and it's buttery. It's like a buttery caramel coffee smell, but you get the butter. So if you don't like a buttery caramel, this would not be for you. And then after about 4 hours of warming, the coconut, the toasted coconut in this really starts to come through, and the butter note dies down. I loved this. So that's Absolute Fabulous Lattes. If you like a caramel, buttery coffee smell, that one is great. October Kiss, pumpkin pecan waffles, butter brickle, and zucchini bread. I would say I got equal parts zucchini bread and pumpkin pecan waffles from this. Really good performer. All of Sassy Girl performs really well for me, between an 8 out of 10 for everything that I've warmed so far. So that gave me about an 8 out of 10. Young Frankenstein, this is fun. What I've realized is I really like Sassy Girl's Wild Berry. So this is wild berries, cream, zucchini, sweet cherries, coconut, and creamy vanilla. You do get the sweet cherry, you do get the wild berry, and you do get the zucchini bread. And I think it's equal parts, you know. Sometimes zucchini bread takes things over, but I think it's equal parts. I really enjoyed this. This is called Young Frankenstein. And the wild berry from Sassy Girl is really good. I liked that. Okay, and then Jungle Jiggy, and this is a banana scent. This is banana, zucchini bread, and birthday cake. I didn't really get birthday cake from this. I got banana and zucchini bread, and equal parts to both. And both of those notes I find perform extremely well in my house. So this was like a 10 out of 10 in my house. And that was called Jungle Jiggy. On average, Sassy Girl is performing for about 6 hours in my open concept at like a nice, strong kind of throw. And then from there, it sort of dies off depending on the scent. And I've been warming mostly bakery type of smells. So they've been performing pretty well for bakery scents. So I'm really, really liking Sassy Girl Aroma. Okay, Harper James also performs fairly well in my house. So I had a sample of Satsuma, and this blew me out of my office. So it's just like this little cup, and I thought, okay, I'll just pop that into the warmer in my office. OMG. It was so strong. It was so Satsuma. It was rich and saturated. It went all the way down the hall, and my upstairs started to go down the stairs to my main floor. It was nuts. So it was great. Fantastic. Stay Salty. This is salted pretzel, caramel, maple, and sugar cookie. I really like this, but I'm super into pretzel right now. But it was just like a caramel pretzel. On average, I would say Harper James gives me about 7 to 8 out of 10 for performance. On average, I would say more along 8, you know, and it's working in my Scentsy warmers. That's what I've been using for Harper James, and same with Sassy Girl too. I've been using that in my Scentsy warmers. So yes, Stay Salty, I would definitely repurchase. It was grand. Blueberry, amazing. It was just straight blueberry from Harper James. So good. Bear Claws. This was like caramel almost. Is Bear Claws caramel? I think it is. It was almost like a caramel bakery kind of smell. I liked it very much. It performed really well. And then my most favorite Harper James scent of all time is Fresh Baked Bread. And I had a full, you know, snap bar in this, and it just smells like the most freshly, amazingly baked baguette, as though it just came out of the oven. It is fantastic. If she offers this, I do recommend. If you like bread smell, that one is really strong, 10 out of 10, and it just lasts. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So yeah, that is Harper James. Really like Harper James in general. The performance is good. Again, I get about 6 hours with the bakery scents, if not longer, but usually not less than that. And they're performing between a 7 and an 8 on average, you know, sometimes even better than that, but not usually less than a 7 out of 10, which for me is really good. And I'm happy with that. Okay, let's go into Rose Girls. So Rose Girls does not perform as well in my house, and I do use my Scentsy warmers, but I also use tea lights for this. So every time I melt this wax, I fill my Scentsy warmers as I normally would, and then I add a tea light or 2 or 3, depending on what scent it is, in order to get the throw and the performance that I want. So, and on average, I would say I get about a 7 out of 10, even with the tea lights. So it still smells good. It's just not punching me in the face with scent. You know what I mean? And I have to use the tea lights. Like right where I'm sitting at my computer, I have my Scentsy warmers going, and then I'll have a tea light right beside where I'm sitting so that I'm getting just that extra boost of scent. Otherwise, Rose Girls doesn't perform very well without the tea lights, for me personally. Okay, so there were so many good ones. So Bada Bing, this was cedar, tobacco, scotch, dark brown sugar, creamy vanilla, mahogany woods, inspired by The Sopranos is what it says. And this was just like a men's cologne type of scent. I use this one in my bathrooms and performed great in there. Cupcakes at Tiffany's, freshly baked bread and cream cheese frosting. This was like an amazing bakery scent. You got the bread, you got the cream cheese frosting. It was so yummy. I really liked that one. Strawberry Blueberry Cookie Land. This was great. Strawberry pound cake, blueberry muffin, confetti cake, toffee, butterscotch, pretzels, and cookies. What I got mostly was the strawberry and the blueberry. I didn't get as much pretzels as I was hoping for, and I love pretzel right now, but nonetheless, this was fantastic. Jumping on Coconut Clouds. This was a great summer coconut scent. I love coconut. So it was almost like a little bit of a bakery coconut smell. It's coconut, vanilla crunch donuts, marshmallow monster cookies, cup of cake, or Koopa cake. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. And cotton candy frosting. And that's Jumping on Coconut Clouds. It was like a nice coconut bakery smell. Don't Have a Cow. This is fun. This is like a strawberry banana scent, and I really like banana scents. So this is banana, strawberry, birthday cake, marshmallow smoothie, butterscotch, toffee, pretzels, cookies, confetti cake. I didn't get the pretzel in this one either, but I did get strawberry banana. Very nice. Okay, cream cheese wackadoodle. I would say this is my favorite Rose Girls scent. I did 2 full bags of this. And I just kept warming it. It was like I warmed it, and then I warmed it again, and then I warmed it again. It was so good. It's cream cheese frosting, royal sugar cookie, and monster cookie. And I have 4 tea lights. So I brought out all my tea lights and cranked all my tea lights and my warmers just so that I would get like a 10 out of 10 for this one, because I really wanted that scent saturation, and I did. I went through 2 bags, and it was fantastic. Haunted Library. This was different. I was really branching out with this one. This was suede, rosewood, leather, old library books, and fireplace. And you totally get the suede and the old library book smell. It wasn't an open concept one for me. I used this in bedrooms and bathrooms. It was really nice, performed very well. Lasted a fairly long time. Like I got 2 days each time that I warmed it in the bedroom or the bathrooms, which is really good because those are smaller spaces, right? So that was Haunted Library. I wouldn't repurchase it, but like it was nice to try something new, you know? Fiji, coconut, passion fruit, honeysuckle, berry, and orange blossom. I loved this. This is a great coconut summer scent. It's bright and fun and coconut, but not too sweet, but it's still sweet. It was nice. I like that one. And then Christmas Eve in Cookie Land. So I was saving this for Christmas, of course, right? Christmas Eve in Cookie Land. But then it's eggnog, royal sugar cookie, monster cookie, marshmallow smoothie, and donut holes. So I was smelling through a bunch of my bakery scents one morning, and I'm like, what do I want to put on? And I smelled this one, and I expected it to smell like Christmassy, but the eggnog just made the scent smell like a creamy bakery scent. Anyway, so I warmed it. I used the whole bag. And it was fantastic. I put it through my entire house, upstairs, downstairs, main floor, everywhere, and it was lovely. So yeah, if you like an eggnog scent, the eggnog is not too intense, but it's very creamy. It makes it like a nice creamy kind of smell, a creamy bakery smell. Yeah, so that's Rose Girls. Okay, Loving Life. Next, Teddy Bees. I got into some great Teddy Bees scents. Like, okay, can we talk about Khaleesi? This is so good. Okay, so I first tried it in my open concept and I liked it, but it didn't give me great performance. And I was like, you know what? I think this scent is more of a bedroom scent for me anyways. So then I moved it to my bedroom and it performed for 3 days straight. It was beautiful, like one of the most beautiful bedroom scents I have ever smelled. Oh my gosh. I don't even have words for this. But when I used it in my open concept, I was like, meh, I'm underwhelmed, you know, just because it wasn't giving me the performance that I wanted. When I used this in my bedroom, I was like, did I just find my most favorite bedroom scent of all time? It is so good. It is Palo Santo, tonka bean, oud wood, warm vanilla sugar, and fireside. So good. So good. Khaleesi, I would buy this again. I would buy it in a tub. I would buy it in a loaf. I'd buy it in all the sizes. It was that good, but specifically for the bedroom. And my thing is like, I don't really need to repurchase bedroom wax because I have lots of that type of wax. I'm really looking for open concept waxes, but this is the kind of one where I would make an exception. I would repurchase that specifically for my bedroom. Okay, Mrs. Teddy Bear. This one is a blend of teddy bear biscuits, cherry pie filling, and whipped cream, and it is exactly that. I did use it in my open concept, gave me about a 7 out of 10, and I used the Scentsy warmers and the tea lights for teddy bees as well. Okay, blackberries and cashmere cake. I did not like this. Ooh, and I thought I would love this because I love blackberry, but this went wrong for me. Okay, blackberries and cashmere cake is juicy blackberries, sweet birthday cake, and cashmere cream. I mean, I figured I would like that, except the blackberries read black cherry to me, and it gave me that cherry cough syrup vibe, and I do not like black cherry. Like, I just cannot do that. So when I smelled this on cold, I got a hint of that, and I was like, I don't know what's going on here. So I used this in my basement and my bathrooms to start, just because I was like, I'm not sure. And sure enough, this smelled like black cherry cough syrup, and I didn't like it. Like a creamy cherry cough syrup. I don't know what happened here. I don't know how the blackberries went that way for me, but they just did. So that was blackberry and cashmere cake, and I did not like that. And it performed well, too. And I was like, too bad it's performing so well, and I don't like it. Okay, another one that was super weird for me, PB&J. This is toasted bread, fresh jam, and a drizzle of honey. So, like, I don't know what I was smelling on this. It wasn't like PB is like peanut butter, right? I didn't smell any peanut butter. I don't think there's actually peanut butter in this. But then the jam as well. I wasn't really smelling jam either. I was kind of smelling like, I don't know how to describe it. This was a weird one for me. It was like, it didn't smell bad. I just didn't know what I was smelling. So I'll put it that way. I started off in my basement because I wasn't sure about it. And I went into my basement several times that day. It was a day where I was spending some time down there. And it was like, it smells good down here, but it just doesn't smell like PB&J. So it was just different than what I was expecting. It wasn't bad. It was just different. Okay, pink zucchini cake pops. I really liked this. This was zucchini bread, vanilla cake pops, strawberry cake, and pink sugar frosting. I mostly got the zucchini bread and like a vanilla pink sugar frosting type of smell. It was kind of a light performer, and maybe I just didn't let it cure long enough. I don't know. This has been curing for about 3 months. Maybe it needed longer. So it wasn't super strong, but nonetheless, it was very pleasant. I really enjoyed that. Okay, so that is that. Then Up the Creek scents. Yes, Up the Creeks performs so well for me in my house. Oh man, okay, I had a sample. This was pink confetti cake Noel, and it smelled like cake, and it was great. Blackberry jam, strawberry rhubarb. Blackberry jam, strawberry rhubarb. It was fruity. It was fun. It performed really well. I mixed that in my open concept in alternating warmers with strawberry coconut, which, you know, together it was just like a nice fruity strawberry kind of smell. The strawberry is quite good. Banana pear confetti cake. This is exactly what you think it's going to be. It's banana, it is cake, and it is pear. And it's almost like, was it a bit effervescent? Kind of, but not really, but kind of. I don't know. I liked that. That was fun. But I like banana scents, so. And then cinnamon coffee. Loved this one. This is like a red hot cinnamon mixed with coffee, but it's like the red hot cinnamon's not too red hot and the coffee's not too bitter. And it was just like this I don't know, that mesh went together. And I don't love red hot cinnamon, like it's not my favorite, but that one was really nice. So that is up the creek scents. Okay, now a Canadian vendor, and I had ordered many months back, I found this vendor on Etsy, and the name of the vendor is Amethyst Aroma. I don't know if you can see that, Amethyst Aroma. So I had ordered some clams, and I had warmed through a bunch of them, and the scents were really good, but they weren't like epically amazing. And the wax is like the crumbly fall apart wax. Like you can see the mess that this has made, and like I'll show you the mess that this has made. Anyway, so I used a few of the scents around the time, that I ordered them. I let them cure for a little bit and I used them. And they were good, no complaints. But the wax was sort of messy and I was like, meh, it's not like these scents were so epically good that I need to repurchase. But I liked the vendor just fine. Then I had 3 clams left that have just sort of been sitting around, and it's been many months now. Wow. These have been curing, and I got crazy scent from this. So bubblegum. I don't even have words for how bubblegum this was. I put this on at about 10 a.m. My kid came home from school at like 3:30 or maybe like 4 o'clock is when he gets home. And he walked in and he was like, wow, Mom, it smells like bubblegum in here. And I was like, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I was like, whoa. But these have been curing for like maybe 6 months that I purchased this, like 6 months ago or something like that. Or I don't know. They were freshly poured at the time I purchased it. Anyway, they've been curing for a long while, and big difference. Big difference. Orange Crush. I mean, it was exactly that. It was Orange Crush everywhere. Captain Crunch Berries. And I really liked this one because her Crunch Berries doesn't lean to lemon. I find with Crunch Berry scents and like Fruit Loop scents and stuff like that, there's like a lemon note that sometimes can come across as cleaner, lemon cleaner for me. This one did not. It was like a creamy Crunch Berry smell. Yeah, this one's really good. I would repurchase this. And it was like Captain Crunch Berries all up in my house. Like, I mean, the Crunch Berry Captain was here. You know Captain Crunch? He was in my house. It was real. So Amethyst Aroma, which I initially had kind of just written off, I might go on Etsy and take a look for her. So if you're in Canada and you're like, I'd like to try a vendor, maybe this one could work for you. You never know, because the shipping's not so crazy. But that being said, the wax is messy. It's 100% soy wax, and it's so messy. Like, it crumbles everywhere. So you got to be prepared for that. Because you got to be ready for that. Okay, so that was Amethyst Aroma. I really enjoyed that. Okay, so then now we're going to get into Ella After Wax Co. So for Ella After, I find that her scents either perform really well for me or they don't perform at all for me. The best warm time for these scents is between 3 to 6 months for me in my house. Anything before 3 months doesn't really perform. Anything after 6 months doesn't really perform. I just find, I guess the wax just gets too old or it doesn't hold the scent or whatever it might be. So I do have scents here that I use that I literally got no smell from. None. And I used more than enough wax spread out over like enough warmers that I should definitely be getting scent. And on some occasions, even if I hovered over the warmer, I still couldn't smell it. So there was 5 of those ones. So Paradox of Love is coconut cream, cake batter, and pink berry tonka. Smelled amazing in the bag, no scent in the warmer. The Count, antique cedar, vanilla pipe tobacco, and black coconut. Smelled amazing in the warmer. Smelled amazing in the bag, no smell in the warmer. And this was poured in 2022. This one was poured January 2021. Santa's Workshop, poured December 2022. This was dark chocolate, vanilla, patchouli, suede, and tobacco. No scent. Brave Little Toaster, Summer Scoop Banana Split. This was poured January 2023. No scent. And then Be Gone Elf was eggnog, pumpkin frosting, and cookie dough. Poured December 2022. No scent. All of these I could smell in the bag. All of these I could smell on cold. And I liked them. I was like, this is going to be great. And then I put these in the warmer, and I don't know what happened, but literally I could smell nothing. So that's disappointing, but I mean, it is what it is. And I know that with this vendor because this has happened well, every single time I order from this vendor, this is how it is. And I've watched many other videos on Ella After Wax Co. and I haven't heard people say this. So it's like, I really think this is just like how my house is for this wax. It's like, it just doesn't work. Or maybe it's my warmers or my tealets or whatever it is, but it's just not working here because I actually haven't had anyone else say this on any of their videos. So you know what I mean? I can only just share my experience and this is what it's been. Now I have a bunch of scents from Ella After that worked really well and I liked a ton. So vanilla lace blends, this is blackberry and vanilla lace. I use all her vanilla lace blends in my bedroom. I love her vanilla lace. It is so good, such a beautiful bedroom scent. So I use that in my bedroom and I loved every minute of it. Mercutio, Palo Santo, sugared apple, and vanilla lace. I use that in my bedroom as well, beautiful. Slush puppies, this one was super strong. This was cotton candy, bubblegum, and cherry slushies, and this really smelled like cherry slushies. I used that in my open concept and it worked really well. Burn Books, oh my gosh, this is my new favorite scent from her. It's Campfire, Vanilla Crunch Crullers, and Palo Santo, and it smells like a fire, and you've thrown paper onto this fire, and the books are burning, and it's outdoorsy, campfire-y. I don't know. I did this in my open concept, performed fantastically. I loved that. Struggle Muffin, Cinnamon Glazed Blueberry Muffin. Really like this, but it was light. Elf Fuel, oh, I didn't like this one. Elf Fuel was Fruit Loops, ice cream scoop bread, and waffle cone. And the Fruit Loops gave me like lemon cleaner vibes. The lemon that was in the Fruit Loops was too much and it gave me cleaner vibes. I didn't like that one. Human Gasoline, this was cinnamon coffee beans and burn books. Woo! Ella After's coffee is strong and bitter. And this was like strong bitter coffee mixed with burn books, which I love. And I really liked that. I do like coffee scents though. And even bitter ones, although they're not my preference, I can always still enjoy them. So Bed Night Kisses was oatmeal cookies and apple fritters. And this one was fantastic. This really smelled like an oatmeal cookie, like an authentic one. A Clockwork Orange, Caramel Apple, Cider, Pumpkin Donuts, and Marshmallow. I liked this one, but it was super light performer. This was poured September 2022. So I think this one was just getting too old. Like this wax really has a very specific shelf life in my house. 3 to 6 months. If I can warm it in that time, good to go. If not, then not. And I bought all of these on like 50% off sale. So a bunch of these came and they were poured from last year, right? So, I mean, there's nothing you can do at that stage. You just got to warm them. I just started warming them right away so that I could get the most from them. Ichabod Crane, this was Teacher's Pet and Peach Cobbler. Peach Cobbler, and this was really nice. I liked it. It was like a nice baked peach. Supernatural Forces, Pumpkin Donuts, Cinnamon Rolls, Salted Caramel Popcorn. I did get the Pumpkin Donuts and Cinnamon Rolls. I didn't get the Salted Caramel Popcorn, which I wasn't devastated about because I don't love popcorn smell. So yeah. Troll Wreck. This is Dragon Fruit, Pineapple Whip, and Cupcakes. This performed really well, but it had a floral note to it, which I thought was weird because I'm like, wait, dragon fruit, pineapple whip, and cupcakes should be bakery, but this was like a pineapple floral smell. It smelled nice. It just, you know, like I wanted it to be bakery and it wasn't. Devil and All His Works is Sugared Apples, Fresh Cut Grass, and Cotton Candy. If you like apple and you like grass smells, this one was really good and it performed really well. I don't love grass smells, but like I thoroughly enjoyed that. Perhaps Okay is Our Always is Tom Ford, Oud Wood, Jasmine, Vanilla, and Shiplap. I use this one in my bedroom. Very nice bedroom smell. And then House Keys and Single Socks was Lemon Curd, Vanilla Bean Buttercream, and Rosemary Mint. The lemon curd came off as lemon cleaner for me, so this did not work in my house. I did not like that. And Harmarsha, Dutch Apple, Cinnamon, Sweet Bakery Dough. I have used this one before, and I did enjoy that one. Okay, so that is all the vendor wax. Now I have a few candles that I went through and then we are done. So most of these candles I put under my candle lamp. So I did Watermelon Lemonade by Bath and Body Works, put that under the candle lamp and just melted it on a day when I was melting like some watermelon scents in my house. Banana Bunt Cake. I love this one. Oh, it's so good. It's like a banana bakery kind of smell. It's really nice. Marshmallow Fireside, absolutely fantastic. Very classic Bath and Body Works smell. It smells so good. It smells like Marshmallow Fireside. I put that under the candle lamp. And Vanilla Cupcake by Yankee Candle. I put this one under the candle lamp as well. And it smells like a vanilla cupcake. This one didn't throw that well, you know, I was surprised. Now, a couple candles that I burned. I like to burn candles outside on my deck when I'm sitting out there in the evenings. So I had two one-wick candles from Bath & Body Works that are lavender vanilla. And this was nice. Yeah, it's a nice lavender vanilla. And then I had another candle from Candler. So this is a Canadian company. It's candler.ca, like Kandler.ca. And I went and checked the website again because this candle burned so clean and was so crisp and so good in my bathroom that I was thoroughly impressed. I was going to go buy some more. Anyway, the website, it's not up and running. So I don't know if they're just not in business anymore or if they're just like updating their site or whatever's happening. This one was called Alaska, and it was apples, winter berries, and mint. And this was beautiful in my bathroom. And you can see like it just burned so clean all the way down. Anyway, I loved it. That's it. Those are my candles. That's my wax. That's what I've been getting into. If there is a vendor that I didn't have here that you're like, Mel, you need to try this vendor, please put that in the comments, and then I can look into trying a new vendor at some point soon, because I'm just like slowly kind of branching out into different vendors and vendor wax, and I'm realizing what I like, the different vendors that are performing really well in my house as opposed to ones that may not be performing as well, some of the scent notes that I love from certain vendors. So I'm really getting into that and really enjoying it. So if there's a vendor that you love, please let me know what they are, and then that way maybe I can order from them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.